So many of us get caught up in thinking about all the things that are frustrating us and all the things that are in the way of our success. So today, we're going to talk about how to unlock the next stage of success and how to allow that next stage of success to come to us. So stay tuned.
Well, hi there and welcome. My name is Remy, like Do-Re-Mi. I'm a best-selling author and creator of the Get Unstuck Revolution. I help extraordinary women with big-ass dreams just like you who want to get unstuck from a life that doesn't work and get to where you know you need to be, into a life that's filled with passions and purpose. Now let's get started with today's episode.
Okay, let me jump off the screen here and switch over to my laptop. Today, we're talking about the next stage of success and how we can unlock that next stage easily and effortlessly. Because as business owners, or even if we have a quote-unquote real job, or even in our relationships at home or at work, we can sometimes get frustrated with the lack of success we're seeing, and we don't know how to break the cycle. And before we know it, we're moving away from success. In this episode, we'll be talking about my very special Crystallize Materialize Formula, why the last step of that formula is where so many of us mess it all up, and of course, how to unlock the next stage of success. Yes, we're talking about how to find your hidden power when you want to transform challenges into successes. I like to call it the audacity of alchemy. Because when you're feeling stuck, it's never the situation that has you stuck. It's your energy that's become stuck in doubts, worries, frustration, indecision. In other words, it isn't the pain of the situation. It's the pain of not being connected in the natural energy of who you really are, of being connected to that magical part of you that's a creative vibrational being who can use positive energies to create what you want and bring it into physical manifestation. Part of this process is to allow your manifestations to materialize and not get stuck in the negative vibrations that block them. These positive energies that we talk about so much are where you find the magic of alchemy. And using your hidden power means using these positive energies to effect transformation, because if you're like me, then you're someone who has the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks and transform challenges into successes. So let's talk about this idea of transformation and the audacity of alchemy. If you've ever attended one of my workshops, you've heard me talk about the Crystallize and Materialize Formula. It basically has 5 steps. Step 1, get crystal clear about exactly what we want, because without clarity, the universe will receive a confused vibration and may send unwanted results. Step 2 is to ask universal energies to work in the background to help manifest our greatest desires. Step 3 is to immerse ourselves in our vision and radiate a positive vibration about all the possibilities. As we radiate this positive energy, we're aligning with the success we desire. Step 4 is to express gratitude for the past, the present, and for what's coming. We do that because gratitude is 5,000 times more potent than any other energy. And I totally get that it can be a challenge to hold gratitude for the past and even the present, especially if it hasn't been what we've wanted. What we're doing is we're surrendering to the grace of the situation and holding gratitude even if we don't yet see the purpose of what we've been going through. We'll talk more about that in a minute. And the last step is step 5, where we hold the space for our desires to materialize. And this is where you hear me say so often that we want to allow our vision to come to fruition and not get hung up in the negative vibrations that block it. We're holding the space for what we want, and we're holding it with open arms. So those are the 5 steps to crystallize and materialize, and we go over this in much more detail in the workshops. Because what if you're ready to dissolve these obstacles in the path of success? What if you're ready to take this Crystallize and Materialize formula even deeper so you can bring success to you? Well, I have an amazing new tool to get you moving into patterns of success. It's called the Alchemy Matrix, and it's going to help you shape your destiny. It's an interactive roadmap designed to help you solve problems, dissolve barriers, and create a future that you'd like to see. This is just a brief reminder that you can sign up to learn more about the Alchemy Matrix at successcircleworkshops.com, and I promise to tell you more about that in a minute. So we have these 5 steps to crystallize and materialize, but there's one step where so many of us mess it all up, and that's the very last step where we hold the space for our desires to materialize. We want to allow our vision to come to fruition and not get hung up in the negative vibrations that block it. And where we mess this up so much is that we look at what's wrong instead of what's right, or we look at what's missing instead of all the blessings that are present, or we start wrangling with ego, thinking, or fighting, or we try to walk away from our vision or say that it all just needs to be over because we're so frustrated at how long it's taking. All that is resistance. We're pushing away the very thing we've worked so hard to crystallize, and we push it away before it can materialize. Or what some of us do is we go back and review our clarity over and over and over again. We begin to obsess. We toss it up and we turn it around and we look at it from all sides, and we keep asking the universe over and over for this thing we want. And that can be a form of resistance too. Or maybe we vacillate between, this is what I want, no it isn't, yes it is, no it isn't, and we go into that place of doubt or worry. Or this is what I want, but the universe just isn't cooperating, and why is this taking so long? You get the idea. It's all resistance. So if we want to unlock the next stage of success, we have to realize it isn't the situation. It's never the situation. It's the energy about our situation. It's too much resistance, plain and simple. We're being asked to recenter in our spiritual center and expect only good. We're being asked to stay in gratitude, appreciation, cooperation. We're being asked to look at the pool of possibilities. We're being asked to turn things around with our positive energy. The problem is an illusion, and all problems, all illusions are drowning in resistance. I'm not saying that there isn't a problem. I'm saying that the problem is asking us to rise above the resistance so that the situation can transform. It's asking us to step into our power, our grace, our courage. This is the magic of alchemy, and this is how we unlock the next stage of success. Our job is to first let go of all resistance, frustration, and rumination. This is not about the illusion, so we have to find a way to stop focusing on the problem. Ego loves it when we focus on the problem because it sticks us right there in its negativity. It holds us in resistance, and this is where ego feeds on itself. No, we're not going to do that. Our greatest challenge isn't the situation we're in. Our greatest challenge is breaking free from ego thinking and directing our positive energies toward our success. It's about directing energies toward a positive outcome. And you know, this is one of my favorite mantras. With harmony, I love directing energy toward a positive outcome. With harmony, I love directing energy toward a positive outcome. So, as we recenter in our spiritual center, as we reestablish our spiritual boundaries and our objectives and all of our desires, and as we recenter in these positive energies, we're correcting the energy to expect a positive outcome with possibilities even greater than we've imagined. Yes, we are realigning with those ideas that we worked so hard on to crystallize, and we are going for exactly what we want. We're not ignoring our vision. What we're doing is we're holding the space for all possibilities. We're holding the space for something even greater than we've imagined. We're being asked to look only at the amazingly beautiful life we're creating. We're being asked to be a vibrational match for this amazingly beautiful life, and we're being asked to let the universe figure out the how. All we have to do is align our positive energies. How easy is that? We're being asked to enjoy the process of unfoldment. And as we stand in step number 5, where we're holding the space for our desires to materialize, we're allowing our vision to come to fruition, and we're not getting hung up in the negative vibrations that can block it. This is our hidden power, and this is how we unlock the next stage of success. If we can be satisfied in the knowledge that universal energies are working for us, and if we can sustain our positive vibration long enough, then by law, everything good in the universe must join us, and we can welcome the next stage of success as it comes to us. As we surrender to the grace of the situation, it's taking us to our greatest courage. And it's the most profound and yet easy invitation. How easy is it to simply shift out of thinking, which is how our ego overanalyzes everything, and instead shift into looking at the positive possibilities of how this next stage of success might unfold. Simply consider that you are successfully maneuvering through this. It's an exercise in materialization. When we sustain this welcoming vibration long enough, when we practice holding the space of positive possibilities, then everything positive in the universe must join us. It's a pretty amazing law of alchemy. So let go of all resistance so that nothing's in the way, and surrender to the grace of the situation. Our situation is simply an illusion, asking us to let go of resistance anyway. So positive possibilities only. We're being asked to center ourselves and to not respond to any situation with frustration, but to surrender to the grace of whatever challenge we're in. And this is what will unlock the next stage of success. Every challenge is merely an opportunity for creativity, clarity, wisdom, inspiration. And this is why we can't look at what's wrong or what's missing. We just look at what's next and feel more and more inspiration about what we want. We aren't being asked to endure or put up with less than what we want. It's through this understanding of vibration and our willingness to focus on positive energies first that we call in all the forces of the universe. All we have to do is stay in those positive possibilities so the next stage of success can unfold just beautifully. And that's another one of my favorite mantras. Life is unfolding just beautifully. Life is unfolding just beautifully. Can the energy of our situation be changed? Always. Are we strong enough? That's the question. We are the determining factor. We are the navigator. We are running the energy. We always have been. We are to look only at this amazingly beautiful life we're creating and let the universe figure out the how. It is coming together, and we don't have a thing to worry about if we'll stay in this positive energy flow, and it is a flow. So I have an exercise for you today. You know, a few years back, I was in a small success group in NABO, the National Association of Women Business Owners, and we had about 8 or 10 women in this smaller group, and the group was led by a business coach. And this organized group met for about 12 weeks here locally, and at our very last session, our leader would rotate one person at a time into the hot seat, or she called it a love seat, and the other people would go around and say one word, and that one word was to be a description of how we saw that person in the left seat. Now that we'd all become closer and we knew each other better and better, we were expected to have a one-word description of how we saw that person. And when it was my turn to sit in the love seat and everyone told me what they saw as my greatest strength, the leader actually went last. And she said that my greatest strength was that I'm unapologetic. And I don't know what kind of facial expression I was wearing, because she immediately said, "Remy, don't take offense." She told me that, yes, I could be a bit defiant, but I was also relentless, persistent, and that my tenacity would always get me where I wanted to go. So this is your exercise for today as part of the Crystallize Materialize Formula. And of course, we don't have time to dig deep on this today, not like we do in the workshops. But for your exercise today, I'd like you to get unapologetically clear on what you want to create for yourself. What does success look like for you when you show up as your highest and best self? Maybe you've already looked at this and maybe you haven't, but either way, take some time to go deeper. Get unapologetically clear on what success looks like for you. This will be a beginning step for you as you begin to unlock the next stage of success. Well, I hope this helps you as you're using the powers of alchemy to transform challenges into positive new successes. But if you still can't get your head around what's got you stuck, you can tell me about it. You can leave a question here, or if you're someone who has the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks to transform challenges into success, you can find out more about our events at successcircleworkshops.com. This is where you can learn more about the audacity of alchemy and how to unlock your hidden power. You'll get a personalized, interactive roadmap that's custom designed to get you unstuck by unlocking your hidden power to create big, magical changes, alchemy. You'll learn to solve problems, dissolve barriers, and bring success to you. So don't wait. Go to successcircleworkshops.com and get your personalized Alchemy Matrix package right now. You'll get a full-color workbook filled with hands-on exercises to inspire your creative energies. You'll get membership in your very own success circle for high-level masterminding and networking. You'll get your very own customized Alchemy Matrix to unlock your hidden power and bring success to you, and your very own personal Unstuckologist. Remember, the Alchemy Matrix is the only tool of its kind, and it's only available here. So, if you're ready to approach your life's challenges with audacity, if you're ready to finally banish frustration, indecision, and the negative spiral, and if you're ready to watch success materialize right before your eyes, then don't settle for another minute of ordinary. Go to successcircleworkshops.com and get your personalized Alchemy Matrix package now, and watch the magic start to happen. Thanks for joining me today, and I'm wishing you a life filled with all the alchemy you need to bring success to you. Feel free to share this video with anyone you know who's feeling stuck, and I look forward to seeing you in one of our upcoming Success Circles. You can find out more at successcircleworkshops.com.